Hello out there. My name's Cheryl. I own Buttercup's Backyard Gardens in Alberta, Canada, Zone 3B, 4. I think all across Canada they've changed the zones somewhat. So we're a 4, but I'm in a cold spot, so I still plan for 3B. I have three small greenhouses and a little shop that we sell annuals, perennials, all the things, the plants, some house plants. This year we are going to be having 127 varieties of plants, annuals, and then for the herbs we have 55 varieties of herbs. Some I start 50 of those I start from seed. 5 I do buy. I should have mentioned with the annuals. So the annuals I do 90 varieties from seed, and then I bring in from a local, like a wholesale commercial greenhouse, 37 varieties. And some things just, they don't do well from seed, or you can't get seed, or yeah. And then vegetables, I grow all from seed. And so that's about 125 varieties, 35 tomato varieties, and 18. So it's a lot. And then we do strawberries and raspberries and things like that. I also do perennials. There's 14 that we're going to be purchasing. 40 I start from seed. And of those, there's another 75 varieties that I'm overwintering, so you hope they make it through the winter. Yeah, so that's what we do in a very small town in Alberta. Some very small scale. It's a lot of variety, but not like most of the things. I only grow 20 in between 20 to 50 of each variety. So that could be colors too. So today I'm almost ready to start growing. Tomorrow I'm going to start seeds. But I thought I would share some of the seed opening. I did not order as many as I have in the past years. This is our 5th year we're growing into 2026 is our 5th year of doing this. The first year I just did a couple of weekend plant sales and kind of got really excited, and then we went bigger and put up a greenhouse, and yeah. So I will show you. Some of these seeds are from where I've ordered. I'm not against the United States or other places, but we're just to be economical, because we're trying to be profitable. I've chosen Canadian seed companies, so to support our country. And I realize that even though you're buying from a Canadian seed company, the seeds aren't necessarily have been grown in Canada. The places I have, I think she's in here, Greta Seeds. I think I'll let you know as I open it. So the first one we're going to open is from Fairy Seeds, and they're in Ontario. Did I mention that some of these seeds are from the garden club? I belong to a garden club. Actually 2. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. As you could probably see, I'm not a video tech person, but hopefully we'll get through this. Okay, so this is Fairy Seeds in Ontario, and this is the first year have ordered from them. They have a lot of really unique varieties. We'll see. So they're rare and hard to find, which is right on their package, and it's a plastic package. Let's see that there. So is that backwards? Sorry, I don't know. This seed is a Southern Charm Temptress. Also, because I haven't grown from this company, I've also chosen things that I've never grown before. So this is a Vervascum. It's called Southern Charm Temperatures. I bought it thinking it would be nice for the cutting garden, but it says it doesn't have a good vase life. So, but it's really pretty, and I think there's only a few seeds anyways. So that's that Southern Charm. This is an Italian straw flower I chose. That's a little bit different, and that's here. I bought 2 of those, and this is Bupleurum. This I bought for the cutting garden. A neighbor flower farmer, she recommended Bupleurum, so I'm going to try that. It's used for a filler. I believe that's a zone 4 perennial as well, so might be of interest to some of the customers. This is a pink coreopsis. I bought this. People were requesting ground covers, and this is really short. And a lot of the ground covers I found were white or blue, and this one's pink, so I chose that. That is a perennial. And then we have Angelonia rose. I have grown this plant from a plug, and I ordered it as a plug. So, but this one is, I'll try it from seed and how it goes. Sometimes things don't grow as well, or I'm not have enough skill or the controlled environment to make it happen. But for me, growing from seed, because I am so small, I can control how many plants I grow, which enables me to offer more variety. Because when I order from the wholesaler, like, I guess they're called wholesaler, the commercial grower, you have to order a quantity. And if you're a smaller grower or you have a smaller business, you might not want 50 of one color. So if you only, this is how my way around it is to grow from seed. There. Okay, carry on. This is a lilac lobelia. This one, maybe I'll show you the back of the package. I don't know if you're going to see that in the right order or the right, I don't know. And then I'm trying begonia from seed. Never done that. It's called a mocha mix, and this is a coneflower. Most grows really well here, but this one is a lime that I haven't been able to find seed or from. There's a lime twister, but this one's lime. It's called vintage lime. So I thought that was unique, and that was also for the cutting garden, which I probably won't have flowers till next year from those. And oh yes, this is gazania, gazania mix. They're a really nice plant. I like them because they're frost tolerant, and they have like a fairly decent. I wish I had, and I knew how to show you pictures, but they're a fairly decent sized bloom, and it really lasts a long time. So I like those. Like the plant is an annual, but the bloom is what I mean when I say it lasts a long time. I bought some sea holly alpine. That's both for customers and for the cutting garden. I'll grow that for. And then I have another echinacea. This one's a soft orange, so I haven't. It's a little bit unique. I think it only gives me, if you can see, 3 seeds. So a little bit. We'll hope that they all. Bit of a gamble with that one. I bought indigo. It's a bicolor burgundy blue, and that's for the cutting garden, and it's a perennial. The cutting garden, I'm trying to add some more perennials into it to fill in, to make it look pretty, but also because the amount of seeds you have to produce, there's an issue for me for space in my shelves because I'm growing for 2 different purposes. So I have to kind of choose. And also it's a lot of work, labor to put into for planting seeds every year. So if I could find some plants for cutting that will work in our climate and be available at a decent time, then that would be nice. And then I'm also growing phlox cherry caramel. Oh, here's the red. This is the red Genovese basil. That's for the garden club. And we have an herb, wild marjoram. I believe that's a perennial. A purple veil vine. It looks really neat. It kind of looks like a fuchsia, but it's darker and the bloom is a little bit bigger, and it's a vine, not like the fuchsia. Another perennial for the cutting garden is, it looks like there's enough seeds here. I could probably do some for the garden and some for customers. Painted daisy mix. They're pretty. This is a perennial sunflower, Maximilians. Not sure if they're good for cutting, but they're nice to have in your yard. I bought Geum. It's an Abenskoi. It's kind of a Abenskoi variety. It's a peachy orangey color. So I'm looking forward to that. But I only have a few seeds. I am going to try a papyrus paper reed grass for containers for adding for customers to something a little different than the regular Dracaena spike. So try that. I bought verbena seeds. I grow a lot of verbena. Well, I don't grow, I buy it. So, but this one I'm going to try to see if I can grow it from seed, and if it's decent, then I may have more options. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot here. Indigo pink lemonade. That's a perennial in my zone. I bought some buckwheat, and I bought Heliopsis burning hearts, which is another perennial sunflower. The guy just walked in and I'm like, And I bought some grass, sea oats. I bought German statice. I've grown a lot of statice, but this one's perennial. And it's a different color, and the florists are recommending that. I bought Yarrow Love Parade, which is a taller yarrow. The yarrow grows really well in my climate, and it's something I noticed that a lot of the other growers, when I say other growers, I watch YouTube, they're saying that the yarrow doesn't come back true to color, but I haven't found that the case. It does after about 4 years, because I grew some for myself personally before I started growing to sell. And it's about 6 years old. It's starting to not be as productive, so I believe I have to divide it. But the color is still there, so I thought that was interesting. And I had done summer pastels years ago, so that's might be something to think about. So that's the yarrow, but this one is tall. Not sure if I said that. Oh, and we got some herbs. I bought white sage, and I bought another filler, Euphorbia Mountain Snow. I haven't grown that. It's an annual. We'll see how that goes. But it's a hard to find seed, so I expected to pay a bit more. And also, you don't get as many seeds, so I hope I do well with that. I bought a striped geranium. This geranium is perennial geranium. It's for in the ground. It kind of like all sprawls out, and it has these little blue striped flowers. It looked pretty interesting. I've never seen it in a garden shop before. What else did I buy? I bought another lobelia, cascading white. So where I'm located, it's really easy to find lobelia, but only in blue. And this company is they're selling the white, which is nice. So I'll have more option for my customers. I bought another ornamental grass. It's called Red Jewel. It looks really pretty. I think I do a little bit of drying. I haven't really found a good way to a marketplace, I guess, for it to sell it, but I'm working on that, so I'll let you know how that goes. Yeah, we'll make that another video about dried flowers. And I bought Helichrysum, the licorice plant, that's for baskets. So I did also order this in bulk because I don't know if how successful this will be. I bought, on recommendation from 2 different people, Orlea. So Orlea, why I was interested in this, not necessarily, it's pretty, but more I was interested in, they were saying the umbrella, that's not the right word, but they're like an umbrella shaped plant, like dill and sweet ammy and things, but they're saying that this helps bring in the wasps, the good wasp that eats thrips. And my snapdragons are, this is kind of my last ditch effort. I'm going to interplant those, the ammy, I have grown, but I didn't have space, but so the ammy and this Orlea in with the snapdragons, and I'm hoping it will do something, because otherwise I think I might not grow snapdragons anymore. I have so many thrips that, well, it's not so many, but I just don't feel comfortable to sell it when, if somebody's got, because I'm a houseplant person, and I, you know, yes, there will be bugs, but it felt like that was beyond something that should be in somebody's house. So I've tried washing them. It's pretty tough to wash out snapdragons, so they might go. I bought a cotton grass. I'm not sure. It has these little white puffs on it, and it looks like cotton. So I think that might be really fun. And we already, oh, that's the second package of that. And I bought, oh yeah, it's called Burning Bush, Cochia scoparia childsea. So I need to do a little bit more research on this one. I saw the picture and I was like, yeah, I want that, and I put it in the cart, but I didn't research, which is kind of unfortunate. But I think it actually might be an invasive, considered an invasive weed in my area. So I'm gonna have to, might not be able to grow that. We'll see if it's the variety that, you know, is bad. Okay, so that was fairy seeds. That was, and this is another new lady I found on the internet. She's in Canada. It is, oh, I guess I shouldn't put my address. I don't know. If you want to find me, you'll find me. So Martha's Garden, and she's in Saskatchewan, and she has a lot of she's aggressive. She's not like huge, like, but she has interesting different things. So I like that. Plus she had things like that you would always want. So I'm hoping this will be a new source of seeds for me. Thank you, Martha. And she packaged and got things out faster than the bigger companies. Let's see. Oh, she has a pretty package. Okay, so Martha Seeds. I guess you call this a seed haul video. I've watched so many of these. I like to watch. I like the package. Okay, sorry. So it's a mix of different things. We have again, I don't know if you could see. I'm not sure if this is showing backwards to you. I'll find out. Maybe my daughter can help me. So this is a tomato. It is one of my daughter's teachers recommended this, so I went searching for this and found it at Martha's. And it's Jolie Coeur, Coeur. And it kind of has like a little, I don't know, it's kind of like a heart shape, and they're called cocktail tomatoes. So I think a little bit bigger than a cherry tomato. Does it say on here? No. No, but she does put pretty extensive instructions how to grow things. That's nice. Okay, so that's that one. Because you just can't have. Oh, this was it. She gave us a gift of. It's a tall pink mix cosmos. Then this is neat. This just you'll see when I tell you. Like she's got this just different things. It's a jelly melon. You have to go and Google that if you can see. They're pretty neat. It looks good. And then I bought some echinacea, but this one is a double and it's pink. So finding yellow was really easy. But finding the pinks and oranges, echinaceas and rudbeckias, different varieties of that isn't easy in my area. So you have to go on the internet. Thank you, Martha. And this is a new one for me. It's called the butterfly flower. And it's called the other name is a poor man's orchid. It reminds me of the lilies that you see in the grocery store, the smaller, I think it's a lily, but it has that kind of like petal composition, like a lily. So we'll see those. I'm excited. That's for the cutting garden. And I bought this. Oh, here's this. A double-decker echinacea. It's a little bit different than this one. You can kind of see the difference there. This one here has like almost a space and then another thing with petals on it. So we'll see how that comes out. These I imagine I won't have flowers from this year. So I'm growing for next year. Whew. Gotta have hope. And an echinacea mix. Now, I ordered this one because everybody was already sold out of the lime twister echinacea. And I don't know if you know, but the lime twister has a pink and green petal. It's really unique. To me, in my area anyways, maybe it's common in other places. But, and this is a lychee, LITCHI tomato. And you need to grow 2 of them to pollinate each other, is what she's explaining on her website. It's really interesting. Here is another cocktail tomato, Queen of the Night. I might not like chocolate tomatoes or the dark. I think their acid is high for me. I don't like the flavor, but a lot of other people do. So maybe this one's different. I've been looking into. Last year I trialed some container and determinate tomatoes, like more bush tomatoes, and the 3 that I tried were really good. So I tried a beefsteak bush. It gave me like huge tomatoes on a probably a 3.5-4 foot plant, which I staked. And I would say it outgrew the regular like beefsteak tomato plant. So I'm pretty excited about that. Here's another dwarf or determinate. It's called the Firebird. It has a different interesting color to it. So we'll see how that goes. And because I like to grow peppers, this one is called a jigsaw pepper. And it has a variegated leaf. I've grown other peppers with variegated leaves. I grew the Blue Boy. And there's another one that's variegated. They're nice. They're more of an ornamental. You got little tiny baby peppers. They're good, but not very for production. If you're making sauce, you wouldn't want to grow that plant. But I like to grow peppers. I think we have 31 varieties this year. Hot and sweet and all the kinds. And this is another Canadian from Nova Scotia. They're the Incredible. Oh, it doesn't tell you much. The Incredible Seed Company. I found them last year. I was happy. The germination rates were good, and this is they reasonably priced. And of course, I'm not waiting and concerned that my plants aren't coming through the border, and paying duty and exchange rate, because that's the way it is right now in Canada. Oh, I like their packages. They don't put pictures, but they put a lot of information about how to grow, which is probably more important than the picture. I'm gonna melt it. Okay. This is. I like to see what other people are growing, so I hope that I'm helping people. Oh, okay. Here we go. So there's quite a few. And I thought, oh, I didn't order very many seeds this year, but then now I'm opening it and I'm like, yeah, I did. This one is called Painted Tongue Salpy Glosses. Now this is for cutting and for customers. It is an amazing plant. It starts early and it goes all year long. I've grown this before. It is not easy to find a seed for this plant. I saw it the other day. It's also called a trumpet flower. So I've only been able to find a mix. So they're canary yellow, coral, burgundy, and that is from, these are all from the Incredible Seed Company. Did I tell you where? Nova Scotia. Okay. This is a Nigella. It's called Miss Jekyll Rose. That's for the cutting garden. I got some herbs. It's called White Horehound. I have not grown this before, but it is a perennial in our zone 3. So interesting too about this company is they put a little bit of background. I mean, you should always do more research. You don't always know what you're growing. Or, yeah, does that make sense? So you know what you're growing? I like to research the plants I'm growing. So it's beneficial. It's pretty. It has silvery leaves. It's used in like cough syrups and stuff. And yes. And it's a perennial, I said. Yeah, I already said that. Okay. These, this is for dried flowers. I will grow into the cutting garden. I'm not sure how many seeds. Does it tell me? 50 seeds in here. So I will probably sell some for customers and some for the garden, but it's called Exteranthum. They're everlasting flowers. Oh, I have some here. I'll show you. So, yeah. They're really, like, they don't shatter. I have grown another everlasting flower, and I don't know if it's because we're so dry in my house, but it just turned to seed. It's a daisy in the daisy family too, and I think it's also called a paper daisy. Yeah, but these are nice, and I think this color is a mix of white and pink. So I got that. I'm excited for that. I ordered some Autumn Beauty sunflowers for the cutting garden. Oh, they had a vining nasturtium, and I had not seen this before, or I didn't notice it before. But I did notice you can buy it in the grocery store as well this year. So maybe it's just something everybody's kind of like said, oh, there's vining nasturtiums. Let's grow those. So that'll be fun. I bought the Alaska nasturtium. It's the one with a variegated, I think it's just orange flower, but the leaves are variegated. So that's different. Unique. Gotta be unique because you're competing with Walmart and Superstore in my area and Canadian Tire and who else? Plus our local larger greenhouses. So we've tried to have things that are different. to offer. So, okay, so now we got some more, another herb, wormwood, Artemisia. I've grown that before. It's good. I like that. And that I haven't tried it, but I want to cut some this year. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but it grows really easily in my climate, and it grows quite bushy. And I'm thinking it might be good for filler flower for bouquets. So I'll try and let you guys try and keep up to do this every year. I'm like, I gotta do YouTube videos because we are growing and doing a lot of different unique things that I don't see other people doing, and I feel like I should share, and it could be fun. So, okay, so now I got another status for the garden. This one is an annual. It's a deep rose. I have not grown this deep rose before. I have grown, I think it's Seeker Blue and Seeker Pastel Blue and a white. And they grow good here. This is a Scabiosa Salmon Rose. They also grow very well here. This one, I'm trying to push and get flowers earlier. We have a really short growing season. And this one is on the cool flower list. And so I'm going to try to put that one out. And I know it grows. It doesn't only just grow, it still blooms after frost. So that's, I mean, if I could find more of those, it would be nice. This is an orac. It's an edible. I've grown this before. Mine is, I think, a ruby orac. It sells seeds, and it's very windy where we are. So this plant is actually spread itself quite around the property, which I don't mind. We have a lot of, it's nice. This one has like a lime, like the center's kind of limed, and then it's kind of burned with a light rusty red color. So I think that will be nice. I bought strawberry popcorn for hoping to use for dried in the fall. And I bought Russian tarragon herbs. That's an herb. I got lovage. That's a perennial herb, zone 2, if you're looking to find these things. It's quite amazing. It's a good substitute for celery, and you get the celery flavor. Not kind of, you get a stalk, but mostly you get more leaves from this plant. So it's really good adding salads and soups and anything that you cook celery with. This is new to me. It's called West Indian lemongrass. I haven't tried this from seed before, but people were asking for it, so I looked for it, and we're going to do it. We'll see how it goes. My friend Michelle, she said she has grown it with success, so I'll go there. Another indigo. I bought pink indigo from Fairy Seeds. This one is the one that you find. It's the bluey purple indigo. This is a really neat plant. Indigo. They used to use this. Actually, it's a false indigo. This one says it's a true. So I'll check into that more. And it's used for dyeing. It's mine. I have one, or actually I have 3 struggling little babies. I'm hoping they'll get to full this year. But they were used for dye back in the day for the kings. This is a hummingbird vine. It is a perennial in zone 4. So we'll see how that does. This is something I'm just going to try. It's quinoa. So it's an edible grain seed, but it looks it looks a lot like, what do you call those? Celotias. So it looks like a celotia, and I'm struggling to get celotia to grow in my season. This might be a struggle too, but I'll try. I'm going to try it. It's called cherry vanilla quinoa. I bought California Wonder Sweet Peppers, pretty, and I bought a millet. It's called Hell's Canyon. Also that would be for the cutting garden to do stuff to dry for in the fall. And this, I don't even know how to say that. It's a salad. and it's shungiku, shungiku. It's a salad green. It just caught my eye, so yes, I will have many seeds to play with this year. And that is from the Incredible Seed Company. I think I have 2 more to go here, guys, ladies, growers. Okay, who's this one from? Oh, this is from Circle Farms. I found this company online last year. They're even in my own province in Alberta. So they're based out of Calgary. I don't believe they're actually, they're not saying they're growing their own seed. Most people who grow their own seed are quite proud to let you know. So we'll see. But this company puts a lot of information about how to grow, which is really important to me because I'm trying new things, and there's so much information on the internet, but there's also a lot of misinformation on the internet. So what needs to be stratified, what doesn't need to be stratified, when to start it, and things like that. But she did good things. She told me, I say she, but I shouldn't. I'm not sure. The person who wrote the instructions, there was phlox. I had been trying to grow phlox. I tried different seed companies and just wasn't succeeding. And even though it's surface sown, nobody else but this company told you to grow it in the dark. And it worked. So I was really, really so happy that that person shared the growing information. Because why do you want to make you want to give up on growing a plant when you don't succeed? So here we go. These are for the garden club. I already said that. I belong to the garden club, so they asked for Cosmos apricota. I ordered that from her. For the garden club. I have to put those in packages tonight. Okay, let's see what we got. I remember. Oh, here's more Cosmos. There we go. Okay, so put that to the side. So I ordered amaranth, a red spike. I have not actually had very good success growing the celoteas and the amaranths. This is a baby broccoli, like a smaller head of broccoli. So I'm going to try to do that and see if customers are interested in something that it might do better in our short climate. So it's called Broccoli de Cicco, Cicco. Yeah. Another Bupleurum. So the one I ordered from Fairy Seeds and I told you about earlier is the perennial. Circle Seeds was already sold out of their perennial, so I bought the annual, and we'll see how that goes. And I find it interesting, another thing with growing seeds, is some of the farms will give you the botanical proper name of what they're selling, and some don't. And for this plant, it would be really nice to know if it's a different variety, a true different variety, or if it could go through the winter. So we'll see. Celotea, I bought. This is the first time I've grown this. I'll try and grow this. It's like a really odd shaped, unique, and it's a dark color, so good for fall. Oh, this is different. I have not seen this. It's a Scarlet Runner. I've grown Scarlet Runner. They're fun vine. They do well in our windy climate. But this one is a peachy sunset Scarlet Runner. And I ordered apricot status for the cutting garden. Gosh, guys, if you're watching this, I really appreciate it. Because I'm not pro. I'll get better. Oh, I got a new straw flower. I have red, white, and I think a mix. This is also a mix, but the mix that I have is really deep, like fall colors, and this is a pastels mix. So it should be pretty. I do not know how many seeds. They don't put that on the package, how many seeds. I bought cherry tomato, sun-gold cherry tomatoes, popular in our area. I bought a sneezewort yarrow. So this yarrow, of course, is different. It has a bigger flower. And I don't believe it's very tall. Yeah, it's shorter, 18 to 24 inch. And I grew, oh, what's it called? A different yarrow. It's really short, pretty for drying. So I'm just curious to see if this will be different. It has a different name, Achillea pitarmica. So it's not the same botanical name, so I'm assuming it's a different variety than one I've grown. Sorry, I don't remember what it was. And I bought some Rudbeckia Sahara mix. They're nice. And I bought a new Scabiosa. This one is antique shade. It's described as an antique shades, so very pale. We'll see how. I like the Scabiosas. They do really well. I would like to have some perennial ones eventually. Even though I love to grow seeds, but there's always other things I could grow. If I find the perennial version, then I have more space to grow something different. All right, so here we go. This is Vasse Seeds. They're also a Canadian company. Maybe I should have opened this before. Sorry. It's really packaged with because, we don't want to break our seeds. I think these are mostly the Garden Club seeds, but look, I'll double check. I might have grown something. So our Garden Club is going to grow Petunia Sophistica Blackberry. I've grown the Sophistica petunias from seed before. They're nice. It's not something some people customers wouldn't want to buy because you do have to deadhead a petunia that you grow from seed, create seeds. So, but I believe this one's hybrid, yes. So you could save the seed. You will get a petunia, but it might not be. It most likely won't be. It'll be from the mother plants, so whatever they crossed with to make a blackberry. So depending on what you're wanting out of your garden or in your pots. And I bought, this is for me. I bought some Sweet Million tomato, cherry tomato. Sorry, phone's ringing. I bought some stevia. That's for me. And then this is for the Garden Club. It's a Carnation Triumph. Wait, am I supposed to pause my video or something? Probably. Is it pausing? No. Of the seeds that I got this year, and these are for the Garden Club as well. They asking for pepper, a Megatron, jalapeno. It's kind of neat how the Garden Club does. I'm new to the Garden Club, and actually I was volunteered to be the president this year, so I'm doing that. It'll be fun. It'll be good for me to be more confident in speaking in public, and that's part of the reason I'm doing YouTube as well, to better myself and learn more things, and also hopefully share in a positive way with other backyard growers. I know there's a lot of us out there, so I don't see too many people doing videos, but that's okay. Maybe more people will, and we can help each other figure how to learn to do things better. So that's, I was going to say, so We have about 30 garden club members, and what we do is we choose three flowers and 2 vegetables, and that could be a herb. So the basil that I got there, it's a unique basil. It's a ruffled purple one. So everybody puts in their choice on a piece of paper, and then we draw from a hat until we get 3 flowers and 2 vegetables or herbs, and then we use our fundraising money to buy seeds for the garden club, and then we try something new together. And it's important because even though we're all probably within an hour and a half of each other in a certain radius, but how the different plants grow in different yards in different situations. Like, I get frost in my yard almost 2 weeks later and 2 weeks earlier than most of everybody else growing, and we're in a valley, so I think that might be why, but I'm not sure. So it's good to learn and to share and to say, well, yes, this happened, but this is how I fixed it and how I succeeded. Or could be the other way, where you're talking and sharing with your garden friends, you know, I've grown this and tried for 3 years, 4 years. It's just not working. And so let's move on with something else that does work, so that we can have joy. And we want to, you want some to try. I like to try new things, and if do my best to figure it out, but not everybody has time for that. And you want something you can count on, I think, in your yard. And with the change of the climates, and it's pretty important to communicate with the other people around you. So that is the good thing about YouTube, is learning these things. What does, and yes, why, and or how to overcome the obstacles that we have. Okay, so again, I'm Cheryl, and I'm growing in Alberta, and I thank you for listening. If you made it all the way through this really long video, that was amazing. Thank you very much. It's almost time to start growing, and I don't really stop growing. I grow year round. I have house plants, and then plus doing the paperwork and planning and everything for our greenhouse, backyard greenhouse, and a flower garden. All right, I'll say goodbye now. Take care. Be well.